kids. So for today's literacy lesson, you are going to watch a clip from Frozen 2 of Olaf, and you are going to write down what he says, and you need to use this inverted commas that you used yesterday. I'm going to show you what to do. So you need to click on the link of the clip. So I've put a link of the Olaf scene that you're going to do, and you need to watch this. So in this clip, Olaf walks around and he's searching for his friends and things keep happening. So you need to write down everything he says, but I'm going to show you how to do it in a minute because I've made it a bit easier for you. So this is what you have to do, kids. Let me just make sure I'm still videoing. Yes, back on share screen. So I have broken the scene down into little sections to make it easier for you. So on this part, he spun around as he searched for his friends. Then he laughed. Then he swept up by leaves. He continued to walk and leaves fell on him. He tripped over a rock. He nervously scanned, that means looks, but it's a better word, the trees, and he peered down a hole. Now, for each of those little bits, there's some speaking. So what you have to do is keep going back on the YouTube clip and listen to what he says and write it down. This is step 1. So I'm going to listen now. So he starts off by saying, Anna, Elsa, Sven. He's doing it like questions, isn't it? Anna, Elsa, Sven, Samantha. Then I'm putting the inverted commas around them. Called Olaf. Now, that's the speaking. There is a little bit more actually. I'll write the next bit. So I go back on the clip and get the rest of it. Oh no, that's it for that bit. So, and then, now, if you were writing a story, you would have speaking and what he does as well. So you need to include what he does. I'm going to do the first few for you, and then you've got to do the rest by yourself. So, I've written down what he says. Let's do that in a different colour. Let's do that in red. Anna, Elsa, Sven, Samantha, called Olaf. Then we add the second bit on. And then you can copy what I'd put or make it better. As he spun around, desperately searching for his friends. So this bit here is the actions of what he did. For each of these, for each of these squares of pictures, you need speaking and what he did. So on this next one, he laughed. So I'm just going to so you have to go back to the video and play that bit. So he's laughing. And then he says, I don't even know a Samantha. So then I write that down. So I go back on this and I put the speech in. I'm going to do that in red. I don't even know a Samantha. So that's what he says. And then we put the inverted commas around. And then he laughed. So I'm just going to put laughed. Olaf. And the laugh is what he did. So I'm doing that in purple just to make it clearer for you to understand. So can you see I've got red speech and purple actions. I'm going to do some more, but I'm going to delete them. So the next part is swept up in the leaves. So you go back onto the YouTube clip, watch the next bit. So all he does there is, oh, so you could put that sound in, or you could just explain what he does in a bit more detail. So he falls on the leaves laughing, and all of a sudden he's swept up in the leaves. So I'm going to write that, what happened. He doesn't really do much speaking. So I'm going to make a sentence then out of the actions that happen. So Olaf fell about in hysterics at his mistake, because he doesn't know anyone called Samantha, so that was a mistake, wasn't it? Hysterics is when you laughing so much you can't stop. So Olaf fell about in hysterics at his mistake. All of a sudden, let's change this to purple because this is actions. All of a sudden, a strong breeze swept up the leaves around him, knocking him off his feet. And then he does make a little sound. He goes, oh, so I'm going to put it in. So that's in red. Oh. Inverted commas. He cried weakly, because it was quite weak the way he said it. So that bit there's my speech. So again, I've got my actions in purple and my speech in red. Look, I've only put the inverted commas around, oh, because that's the only thing he says. Olaf doesn't say this bit, he cried weakly, that's what he does. So that's actually an action. So technically, that should be in purple. You need to go through, so the next bit, you would watch the next part of the video, go back on that, listen to what happens next, watch what happens next. He shrugs his shoulders and walks off happily. And then he says, that was normal. So you need to go back on this one, write that was normal. You write that there. And then you add in a bit more of the action sentences to say what he does. Then you go on to the next page. There he trips over a rock and says something. So you need to write down in inverted commas what he says, blah, 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 blah. And then whispered. Would help if I could spell, wouldn't it? Whispered Olaf as he blah, 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 blah. Oh, struggling here, aren't I? So go through and you've got to put speech and actions for everything. I've already written a little bits of the actions to help you. You need to finish this by doing all of it. I will add some better words for said, like I did yesterday. That's it. Quite a simple task. Okay, have a go, you three.